Hey everyone, welcome to Guard Stats here on the Off the Mic Sports Network, reacting to the Cleveland Guardians falling in Game 1 of the American League Championship Series to the New York Yankees. They lose 5-2. This was not pretty. The Guardians had multiple wild pitches. This was not a. I mean, I'm looking at the stats here. 5 wild pitches in this game, 4 by Joey Cantillo. In the third of an inning where he walked 3 guys, had a bunch of wild pitches. It was not a pretty game for Joey Cantillo, and it's hard to blame him. The kid's a rookie coming into a really tough spot. And that's really where this game turned in the third inning, a 3-run third inning for the Yankees. Juan Soto hit a home run. There was a couple wild pitches mixed in that led to runs being scored. It was just not pretty. And listen, I know it's going to be really easy to blame Stephen Vogt for this loss. Some decisions that were made in this game did not help. Pitch hitting Will Brennan for David Fry at a big spot with runners on base did not help the situation. And then obviously the Joey Cantillo situation, he was put in a really tough spot in the third inning. His starter threw 65 pitches, and Alex Cobb clearly wasn't himself. This is what happens when you rely on guys and effective mercenaries, and you have a bunch of rookies in your bullpen that you don't want to tax your arms that you did to just get to this point. And it's easy to point to Stephen Vogt, but here's where I go at it and where I net out is really it's modern managing in 2024 baseball. And it's all about matchups, and it's all about, left on left or right or trying to avoid a situational and all these metrics and stuff that you go off of. And Joey Cantillo, a left-handed hitter, comes into the game facing a bunch of left-handed bats in the Yankees lineup, and it didn't work out. Pedro Avila came in, gave him 2 2/3 of really good baseball. He only struck out 1 guy, but he didn't give up a hit or surrender a walk. Pedro Avila was actually, to be honest with you, I mean, Eric Zabrowski actually gave him some good innings too. He struck out 3 guys, but for the most part, the Guardians bullpen outside of Joey Cantillo actually did a really good job of even making this even a conversation in the 7th and 8th innings. Like there was a chance for the Guardians to potentially make this a game, but they're coming off of a quick turnaround from that emotional win against the Tigers. You're trying not to tax your bullpen. It gets away from you. So it's easy to point to Stephen Vogt for that Will Brennan situation, which if it were me, I would leave David Fry in the game. But again, this is matchups, and they went up against Hill, the reliever, Tim Hill, the left-handed reliever, and they were like, you know what, we're gonna go with a better matchup in this situation. Well, actually, it wasn't Tim Hill. It was Tim Hill was in the game, and then they went to Luke Weaver, who went an inning and 2/3, struck out 4 guys, and was really a big reason why they brought this home. Carlos Rodon was really good in this game as well. But if you really want to, point the finger of blame at anybody, and I hate to do this, the middle the 3, 4, 5 hitters for the Cleveland Guardians in this game, which is Jose Ramirez, Lane Thomas, and Josh Naylor, went a combined 0 for 10. You're not winning any games. Actually, scratch that. They went a combined 0 for 11. 0 for 11. Jose Ramirez was 0 for 4. Kind of a clean sheet. Lane Thomas 0 for 3. A walk and 2 strikeouts, and Josh Naylor 0 for 4, 3 strikeouts. So you go 0 for 11 with 5 strikeouts with your 3, 4, 5 hitters. You're not winning baseball games, let alone in the American League Championship Series against the New York freaking Yankees. You're not winning a game like that, even if your rookie pitcher, your rookie left-handed pitcher Joey Cantillo throws 4 wild pitches and brings in a couple of extra runs. If your best players do not perform against a team like the New York Yankees with the firepower that they have, you're not winning this game. That's the big reason why this game went the wrong way. And am I worried a little bit about how the series is going? Yes. But am I encouraged somewhat by this? Yeah, because this could have really gotten away from the Guardians, and it could have been just a absolute bludgeoning much like the Dodgers dominated the Mets in game 1 of their series. But it wasn't. And hey, 5-2, yes, they lose by 3 runs, but you force a save from Luke Weaver. You force him into the game. You don't use any of your top weapons, Emmanuel Clase, Cade Smith, Hunter Gaddis, and Tim Herron. You don't use any of those guys in this game whatsoever, and yet you make this at least somewhat of a close game. And yes, there were some questionable decisions from Stephen Vogt, but this is his first ALCS game. So, and he's managing the game, and some of this is on feel, some of this is on metrics. So, but really what it goes down to, I go right back to it, man. You get, and then you extend it even further down to Jhonkensy Noel, Big Christmas. He finally got his first hit of the postseason. If you extend it down there, 1 for 13. 1 for 13 and 6 strikeouts between your 3, 4, 5, and 6 hitters. All guys who have a lot of power. Josh Naylor has not been good. His brother Bo has not been good. The Naylor family has been awful for most of this postseason run. Bo is a liability, and he is supposed to be an offensive threat, and that's the reason why he is getting the start over Austin Hedges. If you're going to have Bo Naylor not hitting, I would rather have Austin Hedges managing this pitching staff, because that was part of the problem with these wild pitches too, is that Bo Naylor could not control or at least salvage any of Joey Cantillo's pitches. But yeah, obviously the Joey Cantillo stuff is going to be talked about, but I net out, yes, the Will Brennan pitch, who knows what would happen if David Fry was up there. But when you have your 3, 4, and 5 hitters go 0 for 11 with 5 strikeouts and 1 walk, you're just not winning a game at Yankee Stadium in the ALCS. It's just not happening when Juan Soto and Giancarlo Stanton both hit home runs. It's just not happening. So Yankees get the win. They were supposed to win this game. Steal game 2 on Tuesday night, and we have a whole different discussion here. And this is a series. I still think the Guardians are in relatively good shape if they can get one in New York. If it doesn't go in New York, then it's going to become more of a conversation, because then you're working from behind. Obviously, it's Tanner Bybee versus Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole, the Guardians have typically struggled against him, so that's a problem. But we'll see how this nets out. It's going to be very interesting to watch. I'll have more Guards thoughts as we move throughout the series. Thanks for all the love and support here on the channel. I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye-bye.